You saw the thumbnail. If you came for the new dual blades tech or some bow sort of tech and defense for close quarters combat, you can go ahead and skip to the timestamps. For now, I'm just gonna do a quick rant on the quick melee changes, which I do like the addition of the kick, but being forced to kick is not good. And the reduced damage has made it harder to work into combos or find sort of an optimal strategy to get the most damage. And I kind of been working on it since the melee rework dropped. But I haven't really found, or until now, I hadn't found like the best way for dual blades. But I think what I've got today is going to help a good amount of players, as long as you're skilled enough to get the timing. Since this is an exploit, it's a tech. It's not the rework that's making this good. It has been awesome to see Riot Shield again. Oh my gosh. They were gone at the start of the rework. So there has been some positive changes with 11.3. And it does feel like all of the melee weapons are having a little bit more of a chance. There's still some things I don't like, but for that, we have tech. Oh, that guy totally just disconnected from his brain right there. Also been really liking the air grenades. Those are super fun. Eventually I got tired of messing around and I really wanted to lock in and work out this new tech. Right here, you see I do a lunge into the quick melee, and I wanted to be able to just consistently lunge and do the elbow with no knockback. So you can do that just by interrupting the very end of your swing with the quick melee. And if you do it too soon, you won't attack and you'll just elbow, and at the right time, you'll do a quick melee all together with your strike and save your stamina, which is super busted. You'll see, once I got it going, I just started dumping on people. And even a lot of times they didn't even need it. They would just get deleted. But in the tight scenarios where I was up against a mostly full heavy, it was exactly what I was hoping for, and ended up giving me just enough damage to finish out the fight before I died or got like too close to dying. And there's still plenty of times where I would kick on accident, and it's not the worst. You can make it work. It's just something to be noted. You may kick on accident. I can't stress enough how hard the timing is for the instant melee. It really took me a long time to be able to make it viable, but definitely after a lot of training, you can get it in your muscle memory and you can repeat it over and over. It's just a sort of prerequisite to being able to use it, and I definitely would recommend focusing on all aspects of each weapon to really excel. And that's kind of the secret is it's not always one thing that's going to make you really dominate with whatever you're using, but it can help. And it's kind of putting everything together. And you know, with all the tech that we can find, then you can make your little advantage for the percentage of edge over the opponent using your tech. So hopefully this can help some of the dual blades mains out there. This has definitely been the highest DPS I could get with any sort of maneuver or finagling of the system. I still want to put some more time into the rest of the weapons in this game and see what kind of new ways we can use quick melee. But it's been awesome to kind of bring it back in a way. So in a few I'll be hopping over to some bow advice and a little tech. But there is also just some good technique for playing the finals in general. I got a lot of help from by playing the dagger, which has always been a little niche, and definitely with the changes it really forces you to focus on your positioning and your lunge spacing and timing and running away. You gotta be pretty clutch. And it really helped me focus on all aspects of my gameplay. So hopefully this video can offer a little ideas and serve as a place for a little brainstorm to come up with ways to make a new optimal strategy for quick melee, working around whatever constraints we have now. And
oh yeah.
Oh, that's my homie Kong right there, who got third. Super chill. They've been busting. Right here, some R2 spam finally working for dual blades. It's so convenient. I feel like no matter what Embark does, there will always be some sort of tech around the corner to compensate or to work against whatever design constraints they have. But yeah, that's about it for dual blades. I'll be right back with the bow. So as I mentioned before, the dagger was great for helping me work on my gameplay overall, but it was really hard at first just getting any use out of it. I did start off with a few good games, but I quickly realized the dagger is probably the hardest melee weapon. Maybe the hardest weapon? I guess if you're not using invis, because I mean, obviously, the positioning is a lot easier with invis. But, all the shade aside, but I ended up really enjoying the dagger, and even was able to get a few breach charge kills, which made me stim. But, moving on to the bow, this is just some of me trying to prove that I at least know what I'm doing with it somewhat, so you guys can trust my advice. Even though I don't really main the bow, I have been using it like the second longest, and in just a moment we're gonna get into some of the, I guess, new quick melee tech. It mostly relies on using a quick shot in succession to your quick melee, either with a fully charged body shot or a fully charged headshot, just depending on the size of the build you're facing. Actually, with light, you can use a quick shot for the headshot, and it can one-tap them or leave enough room for the old quick melee combo. With mediums, you'll use one headshot, quick melee, quick shot. Also, one headshot, one quick melee, one body shot, quick melee, and that will kill heavy at full health. You could either do the headshot at the start or at the second hit, but it's a lot easier to start with a headshot. Also, for the fastest possible way to kill a light without getting a headshot, you can switch into the tracking dart and kill lights just a little bit faster. Maybe like 0.2 seconds faster. But it's an awesome alternate way of handling them. And I actually found this out from Zen Combo's stream, and he told me to try out the tracking dart for that situation, so that was pretty good. And lastly, here's just some other ways you can get the kills without a headshot and still utilizing quick melee. If you watch closely, you'll probably notice I'm using my elbow to start some of these. And that's actually taking advantage of the range that triggers a kick is closer than you actually need to be to land the strike. So if you start up the attack, you can walk into somebody and then land the elbow, or dash into them, which gives you a little more grace for starting up the elbow. So if you're on a ranged weapon, that's probably the most reliable way to cancel the kick. And I didn't have a whole lot of time to get some more matches with the bow, but I was able to get one of the new combos on a medium in my first match, and I busted all over my TV. And that will wrap it up for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope that helped you get some ideas for quick melee, and all you other melee mains. Hopefully we can find some new stuff out there. So have a good night and see you in the next one.